Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Juice Hoops channel, and welcome back to an episode of the San Antonio Spurs rebuild here on NBA 2K24. We are ending season number 2 in today's episode. We will go through the rest of March and all of April, and then get to the playoffs, which we will be a part of this season in year number 2. As you can see by our 47-15 record, 3 games up on the Rockets and the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. We're looking pretty solid. We've had such a good episode last episode. We lost 2 games all of last episode. We started simulating, I think, in early January. Probably around, I think it was around this date right here, like January 15th, I think is the first game that we simulated. And we won all the games except for the Sixers on February 4th and the Suns on February 20th. That's a pretty impressive stretch, which has given us the number 1 seed in the West. As far as how the team is playing, a little bit of player stats here for you. So the leading scorer right now is Victor, obviously, with 19 points per game. He's got about 8 rebounds, basically 2 blocks a game. Vassell's having a really good year. If you guys remember from last episode, Vassell had a crazy stretch in that episode where he was the leading scorer almost every single game. He was having a crazy game, crazy episode, and he's bumped his points up. He was averaging, I think, maybe like 13 or 12 points a game, and then last episode he jumped his points up to 15.8, which is good because that can mean that he might be traded in the future. I don't know. We don't know for sure, but it could be happening. Now, as far as award races go, we're probably not going to win Rookie of the Year, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's going to go to stupid Danny Reynolds, probably. But we could win Defensive Player of the Year with Julio Cruz. I don't know how he's beaten Joel Embiid or Pagnotti or Claxton or Marbury, but he's winning, so I'll take it. And that could be our only award right now that we could win, but I'll take a Defensive Player of the Year since we didn't get it with Wembanyama last year. But let's start simulating. I don't know what game we're going to jump into, maybe against the Pacers on the 8th. Let's play this game against the Pistons, simulate this one. And of course, I talk about how dominant we were last episode, and we start with a loss to the Pistons, where Cade Cunningham didn't even play amazing, 19 points. But we just didn't win for some reason. I don't know why we didn't win that, but we didn't. And now we play the Hornets, and we simulate that one, and we win 120-82. We blew them out. Cruz drops 26 and 7. Wembanyama had 19 and 11. Vega had 10 and 10. And now we get to the Pacers. We'll probably jump in here and play this game against Indianapolis. They've got, obviously, Halliburton. Oh, they've got Marbury, the former projected number 1 overall pick, Tayshaun Marbury. This is going to be interesting. All right, so we'll do a little bit of simcast in here. Simulate the game. And we're starting out hot, but the Pacers are fighting back. Can we blow them out? We've won basically the whole game. Late 4th quarter action, a minute 39. I think we're going to jump in here. 124-105. We're going to pretty much easily have this one in the bag, but we might as well get a little bit of gameplay. Ooh, we could possibly get Jimmy Vega a double-double. Jimmy Vega's been so good this season. He might not win a Rookie of the Year or anything, but he's been so good. Even last episode, you remember he had that buzzer beater at the end of the game to take us to overtime. I think it was against the Cavs he did that against, but he's just been so good this season. I'm so happy that we traded up to get him because he has been amazing. He's definitely lived up to the hype of a top 6 pick. I think he was, 6th or 5th or something like that. He's definitely lived up to that hype. He's definitely a bucket getter, and he is definitely the future of this franchise along with Wembanyama and Cruz. So I think we found our big 3. Oh, that's Marbury in the corner. His little milk dud head. I saw him in the corner by a mile, and he drills the 3, 126-110. Luckily for us, it's not going to really matter too much because this one's basically in the bag already, but that gives Marbury a little bit of confidence. And Freeman does a little spin in the post and gets that to go in off the backboard. Will Freeman, his first 2 points of the day. Nembhard with the ball, under a minute to go in the game. Trey Jones on him. The steal attempt doesn't go well. Sohan puts his hand up, forces a bad pass, or a bad shot and a miss. Finding Jimmy Vega around Halliburton, and Jimmy Vega posterizing. Jimmy Vega, one-handed slam over Reggie Bullock and Tyrese Halliburton. I'm telling you, man, he is the real deal. He's the whole effing show. He's the man. He's so good. Now, I don't know what's going to happen this offseason. They got Duncan Robinson now. I don't know what's going to happen this offseason with the draft and who we're going to add to the team possibly, but I feel like we're sitting in a pretty good spot to be a dynasty. Us, the Rockets, the Thunder, we're all pretty much in that same kind of area of basically ready to go. The rebuilds are pretty much on the back burner now, and we're ready to go win a championship. I don't think we're going to win one this season. I don't think we're ready to do that. But maybe we can surprise a team. Maybe we're a little scrappy 1 seed and we can win the dang thing. We do go into Indianapolis and beat the Pacers, so I guess that's something. Halliburton not happy about it. Vega dominated, as you would expect him to do. I didn't get him that double-double, but that's okay. Halliburton dropped 20 and 10, so he did a good job. But, I mean, look at that. Devin Vassell again leads the team in scoring with 23. Wembanyama had 22 and 14. Vega had 20 and 9, 20 and 10 for Cruz. It's just a team effort. It is a team effort, baby. The boys are good. The boys are real good. All right, we're going to simulate 3 games here against the Bulls, Kings, and Timberwolves. We beat the Bulls, beat the Kings, and beat the Timberwolves in back-to-back. Love to see it. A little 4-game win streak, 5-game win streak, actually. Vassell, again, 22 points for the dog. He's up to 16 points per game. He's got to get most improved. Get this man most improved. He's killing it at the end of the season. And then in the Kings game, Vassell had 41. Okay, Devin Vassell is the real deal. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He had 20. So he led all 3 of these games. Devin Vassell was the leading scorer. That is crazy to think about. The Thunder are the next game on March 16th. They are, we've clinched a guaranteed spot. We're not even a playoff or a play-in team. We are a guaranteed playoff team, which is awesome. We don't even have to go in the play-in. That's beautiful. We are going to simcast this game against the Thunder because I think the Thunder, out of all teams, are probably our biggest rival because they're just as young as we are and just as talented. So they're probably our biggest rival. And it looks like they're going to get the job done unless we can jump in 100 to 85. I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back from this. We got about 3 minutes to do it. This is going to be tough. Vassell's got 18 again. This man is amazing. I need to trade him. Julio Cruz and Chet Holmgren. I mean, Chet Holmgren held his own against Wembanyama last season, but he's never faced anybody like Julio Cruz. I mean, this man is the real deal. Shaquille O'Neal. J-Dub with the ball. He finds Cason Wallace. Wallace gives to Miller. And Miller, the rookie, he's going up, and that's not a foul. I thought they were going to call that on Julio. He was straight up the whole way, and they let him ride. And now it's Jimmy Vega to the basket. Slams it in, 189. It's possible for us to come back if we play really good defense. It's just going to be pretty difficult. We got to get Wemby in here. Let's get Victor Wembanyama into the game. Can I swipe this away? A little swiper, no swiping. Miller, corner, 3, no good. Well, it was probably a 2. It was blocked anyway. Vassell, down low in the paint to Cruz. Cruz, no good. Holmgren with good enough defense, even though that was a decent release. And that's going to be a reach-in foul by Julio Cruz. I didn't mean to do that. Vassell's going to have to come out for... I don't even know. We'll keep Vassell in, I guess. Oh, Julio Cruz! The length! And then Vassell! Good. Devin Vassell with 20 points. 199. We'll keep everybody else in the game. As long as we can get Wemby. Wemby's in now. That's good. Williams finds Holmgren. He tried to get around Cruz. He can't get around this man. He's Slender Man for a reason. And Wembanyama swats that away. You cannot score in the paint against my Twin Towers. It's just not possible. And Julio Cruz breaks some ankles. Not Julio Cruz. Jimmy Vega breaks some ankles on his way to the basket. And it's 193. Let's go, boys. They haven't scored since we got in here. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not the fastest player in the NBA. That is for sure. We're going to have to hit a 3 at some point if we want to close the gap quicker. Holmgren, no good. Cruz the board. Finds Wembanyama, who's got 13. Gets Vega. Little dribble move. Vega to Cruz. Cruz tried to get a foul. I did. I got it, right? No, it's out of bounds. Spurs ball. Okay. I think Holmgren blocked it. I thought I got the foul. Cruz. Vega. Not Cruz. I keep doing that. Vega corner 3. Exactly what we needed to do. We needed that 3 to climb back in this game. Spurs fans are on their feet. Giddey with the ball. Giddey finds Holmgren. Seems like that's their offense right now without Shea in here. And Holmgren puts it up, gets his own rebound, gets it out to Williams for 3. He's wide open, and he drilled it. That erases our 3. That's annoying. I don't know why he was wide open. Somebody should have been covering him. Vega to the basket. It's good. 103-98. No more 3s. We cannot allow a 3 in this game. Wallace has it. 36 seconds to go. He finds Williams. Giddey. 30 seconds. Giddey to the basket. Giddey gets it up. Giddey drills it. 105-98. We got to take some chances now. Vega. Open. 3. Jimmy Vega, 24. 24, 9, and 6. It's 105-101. We're playing defense. Can I get a swiper action? A little swiper to swiping. Just got to go for the foul. 16 seconds to go. It's a 4-point game. We need Wallace to miss these. Come on, Wallace. He misses the first. That's huge. He misses the first. He makes the second. It is a 5-point game with 16 seconds to go. Vega going to the corner. Jimmy Vega for 3. No good. Missed it. Wembanyama missed it. That's I'm not going to foul. That's ball game. How do you miss that, Wemby? You missed your own rebound, and we are going to fall to the Oklahoma City Thunder 106-101. Maybe if I would have, obviously if I would have made that, we would have went for the foul, but that's brutal. Wemby missed that rebound. We put it on Vega's shoulders, and he couldn't get it done, but that's okay. He had 24, 9, and 6. He had a good game. 20 points for Vassell. We fall to the Oklahoma City Thunder. We got a game against the Mavs and the Nuggets now, so we will simulate those. We beat the Mavericks. Ooh, look at that. Domantas Sabonis. I'm not going to go for him because we already have our big men figured out, but that's an interesting trade. See, Vassell's value is going up, it looks like. We beat the Mavs. Jaren Jackson Jr. leads the team in scoring. That's something you don't see very often, but he does, and he had a pretty good game. 20 and 12 for Cruz, 12 and 10 for Vega. And then we go and beat Jokic and the Nuggets with Wemby dropping 24 and 7, 21 and 12 for Vega, 17 for Vassell. All right, we're looking pretty good. Now we play the Nuggets again and the Lakers. We beat the Nuggets again, and we lose to the Lakers. Okay, 55 wins for the boys. 24 and 9 for Jokic, 25 for Vassell. He's got to be killing the game, man. He is dominating. 23 and 13. Sohan actually had 21. And then how did we lose to the Lakers? 30 for Paul George. That makes a difference. 25 for Vassell, but he was going punch for punch with him, it looks like. We do play the Lakers again. We currently sit 55 and 18, 5.5 games up on the Rockets. So the Rockets seem to have taken a little bit of a slide, but that's okay. We do play the Rockets twice at the end of the season, so we will jump into one, if not both of them. We lose back-to-back games to the Lakers? Why can't we beat LA? Paul George 25, Reddish 25. Man, I don't know why we're not getting these W's. We're taking on the Rockets, who have now closed it to 4.5 games. So let's simcast game 1 against the Rockets. See if we can get a W. We have to get a W, basically, if we want to keep this 4-game lead we have on them. First quarter is back and forth, but they take a big lead. We got to claw our way back. Come on, boys. We're not out of it yet. We're not dead yet. 7 seconds to go, and we are going to lose 129-113. Not good. That means we have to basically win that game against the Rockets coming up this week. Jalen Green at 24. 25 for Wembanyama, 22 for Vassell. That's upsetting we lost that. That's 3 in a row we lost there. We don't usually lose 3 in a row, not this season at least. 28 for Wembanyama, 20 for Vassell. Wiggins had 18. Keegan Murray had 18. Fox had 17 and 10. It's a good team. 3 games up on the Rockets. We need to win this one if we want to keep our distance over the Rockets. We lose to the Magic. That's not a good start. We're losing games down the stretch that we should not be losing. We should not have lost 3 straight. We definitely shouldn't have lost both these games to the Lakers. And we should not have lost to the Magic. Just a couple frustrating things that are happening. I didn't want Simcast live. No. Can I back out of that, please? No, I don't want this. We'll go to jump in, I guess. And then can I hit Simcast from there? I just got to quit. Let me just quit the game. I did not want Simcast live, that's for sure. All right, so it's regular Simcast. We got to win this one. We're back at home. This has got to be a W. Keep our lead over the Rockets. And it looks like it's going to be a W very handedly. 130 to 85. Oh, man. This is the angry Spurs. I like to see that. 15, 11, and 5 for Vega. Keldon Johnson, he's got 15. That's a little surprising. He doesn't usually get that many points. That's going to be a missed Boozer with the rebound. Thompson has it. He finds Grant. Jeremy Grant drills the three. 50 seconds to go. I didn't even know Jeremy Grant was on a team. Wembanyama inbounds to Vega. Vega to Keldon. Keldon takes the shot, mid-range, no good. I'm trying to get more used to Keldon's releases and stuff, but I can't seem to do it. Cam Whitmore finds Thompson, who gives to Eason. Uh-oh. Whitmore for three, and it's good, and the foul! A 4-point play for Cam Whitmore. I mean, it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of the game, but that is a crazy shot. I didn't think Vega was going to foul him, to be honest, but he did. 130 to 92. You don't really see a lot of 4-point plays in the NBA anymore. Wemby for three. Victor, no good. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have jumped in. I'm hurting the team more than I'm helping them. Jaren's doing a good job of defense. Sengun gives to Thompson again. 4 seconds to go. 2, 1, and that is the ball game. San Antonio gets a much-needed victory over the Rockets. Absolutely. We needed that one. We needed that one badly. Big W. Vassell leads the team again. Devin Vassell. Give this man most improved player, because he has certainly been that. He has been the definition of the most improved player. I guess we could take a look at the awards and see if he's in the running now. Most valuable player, Rookie of the Year. Vega has gotten his way into Rookie of the Year. He's probably not going to win it unless he dominates the rest of the season, but at least he's in contention now. Sixth Man of the Year. Most improved player is not going to go to Devin Vassell, even though it probably should. Although that's a very good season from Kuminga. But it certainly should go to our guy, Devin Vassell. He's had a crazy season. 2 games back-to-back against the Hawks and the Hornets. We win one and lose one. Lose to the Hawks 114 to 102. 19 points for Vassell, 19 and 10 for Victor. And then we beat the Hornets, 29 for Victor. Sohan at 18. Okay. So that leaves us with 2 games left to go in the season. We've clinched the 1 seed. It's guaranteed. We have clinched the 1 seed. Let's go, baby. We go from having a top 5 picks, or top 6 picks, whatever it was, last year's draft, and the number 1 overall pick, to the number 1 seed in the NBA, in the Western Conference at least. I don't know what the Eastern Conference looks like. Are we the best team in all of basketball? NBA standings, the 57-win Cavs. So we are right now the best team in all of basketball. We have to keep that up by winning these last 2 games. We play the Pacers, who we played earlier. We will lose to the Pacers, of course. Makes sense. And then the final game of the season is against the Timberwolves. 33 from Halliburton. That's crazy. 21-17 for Cruz. All right, final game of the season before we go to the playoffs as the number 1 seed. 120 to 112. We got the loss. So we had a really rough end of the season. Devin Booker gets the MVP, dropping 30 a game. Danny Reynolds steals the Rookie of the Year. I hate him. Danny Reynolds also gets the 6th Man of the Year. Julio Cruz wins Defensive Player of the Year. The rookie gets defensive. See, how do you win Defensive Player of the Year, not Rookie of the Year? I don't know. Whatever. 12.5 points a game, basically 10 rebounds. Decent shooting splits, but nothing crazy. His free throw percentage could have been a lot better. But Julio Cruz gets Defensive Player of the Year. Kuminga gets Most Improved. Steph Curry gets Clutch Player of the Year. JB Bickerstaff gets Coach of the Year. I feel like we should get Coach of the Year. We don't win any awards like that. All-NBA first team, Booker, Morant, Jokic, Doncic, and Halliburton. Second team is Embiid, LaMelo, Steph Curry, Tatum, and Lillard. Third team is Giannis, Anthony Edwards, Sabonis, Fox, and the rookie Danny Reynolds. That is just gross. All defensive first team is Marbury, Karana, Mobley, Mikey Bryant, and the defensive player of the year, Julio Cruz. Second team is Rico Vega, not Jimmy. Maybe Rico's his brother, I don't know. Danny Reynolds, I hate him. KJ Lewis, Asor Thompson, and Joel Embiid. All rookie first team is Grossman, Mitch Lawson-Wade, Mitch, Mikey Bryant, Jimmy Vega, and his rookie brother, Rico Vega. I'm going to call them brothers. I mean, they look similar. And did they go to the same college? He went to Syracuse. Vega went to Puerto Rico. Okay. He came from Puerto Rico. So you know what? We're going to say that Rico, he got a scholarship, but Vega, he had to go straight out of Puerto Rico. He couldn't go to college. That's what we're going to say. So Rico and Jimmy. All-rookie second team is Marbury, Cruz. Shouldn't Cruz have made the first team all-rookie since he won the Defensive Player of the Year? I don't know. Jesse Lewis, KJ Lewis, and Joseph Jab. All right, dog. Those are all your All-NBA awards. And we are the number 1 seed. We will see who we're playing. Simulate the playing games. We're taking on the Timberwolves, who beat us in the final game of the season. So game number 1 will be in the next, the playoffs will be in the next episode. Let's take a look at those final stats on the season. How did everybody finish out the year? We led the team. Victor Wembanyama led the team with 19 points, 8 rebounds. Basically what he was doing when we showed you at the beginning of the episode. No surprise there. He had pretty good shooting splits. Did okay. Had a good season. Vassell had a crazy season. Much better than last year. And then Vega, obviously, he was in Rookie of the Year contention at the end. He had a really, really good year. He was so good when we played with him in the games. Jaren had a decent season. Not as many rebounds and blocks as I would like. I mean, he tied with Wemby for blocks, but his rebounds kind of went down a little bit. Yeah, a lot of it, actually. I don't know. Maybe Jaren's not the guy for the future. We'll have to see what happens in year number 3. And then obviously Julio Cruz, we know what he did because he won Defensive Player of the Year. He had a crazy season, 1.7 steals per game, 1.5 blocks per game. I mean, he was killing it. Basically averaged a double-double. Keldon played pretty well for what he was given. Sohan played decent. And then everybody else just really didn't do much. Will Freeman, in 82 games played, had 6.1 points per game. You love to see it. You love to see it. Malachi, I don't understand you. I don't, or not 6.1 rebounds per game is what I meant. Malachi, I don't understand you. You're just not as good as I want you to be. I want you to be better, Malachi. So those are the season stats. You know the awards. This is a little refresher on the prospect scouting. We're getting pretty close on some of these guys. We are getting pretty close on figuring them out. I don't know where we're going to go. Remember, we only have our own first-round pick. We could make a trade to get up for somebody, but I don't know if that's going to be a smart idea or not. We might just stick and pick it wherever we're at, but I don't know. I feel like this draft is going to be interesting. Obviously, you got a big 7'5" guy in Mac Yang, but you got some interesting players in this class. Some very, very interesting players. A 6'11" small forward in J.P. Kemp. I mean, there's some good players. There are some very, very good players in this class. But that is going to do it for this final episode of the regular season. Next episode will be the playoffs. And then after that, obviously, will be the or the off season where we figure out what the next direction is for this team. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, though. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.